Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today we are back on Warframe. Today's episode is going to be a bit different in the fact that I'm not actually going to be playing. I decided to do a bit of a clan dojo tour. The name of my clan that I actually made is the Law Legion. The reason I actually chose that name is because, to be honest, me and my friends, we just are in it for the shits and giggles. We are just here to have a good time, laugh, and overall just enjoy ourselves. The reason I put the word "the" at the beginning instead of just Law Legion, it's the Law Legion because it's not a Law Legion, it's the Law Legion. Also, I added Legion because although we're just here to like mess around and have fun, when it comes to it, we are pretty serious. We are gamers, and we do like to enjoy the game. We like to win as well. Like, losing is never fun. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off with the tour. This was the original spawn room. When you first make a dojo, this is actually the room that you start off with. I tried doing a little decorating. I put these statues here. Before, I had like dragons that were sideways on these, and it looked really bad, so I got rid of them. We just randomly have an essence in here because there's no showers in Warframe, so like people stink, so we decided to make it a little bit easier to make the room smell nice. Okay, so going this direction, this was actually the first add-on room that I built. We hurried up and got this started, and then Sean actually went ahead and built this. This is a reactor. Reactors are primarily used to give your dojo energy, which is required to build rooms, because for every room that you build, it has a space requirement. You have to have enough space in the actual dojo itself and enough energy to support that room. So heading on in this direction is this is just a random room that I had to build because this is one of the, I think, the Great Hall. Like, this is one of basically the halls that are required in order to make the better one. Basically, it's harder for me to explain. I'm just trying to, I'll show you later. I'll just find a room that hasn't, a node that hasn't been built yet. But this room here is the Orokin Lab. Basically, this is required for update 13 in order to make and deploy a solar rail. Solar rails are for the dark sectors. They are territories that clans and alliances can fight over, and when you own basically the territory, you can set a tax on it. You can tax the amount, like every time someone plays it, you can tax them on credits and resources, which overall then helps your clan get more stuff. So I'm just gonna head on over to this room and show you what's on the other side of this cross section. And this is the Oracle room. This is required to make any of the research. This is very important to make any research room. Research rooms are required to make for you to research weapons and equipment that you can't get unless you actually pay platinum. You can only get it from research or paying platinum, which isn't, it's always better to go with a way where you can pay credit instead of platinum, because platinum can get expensive if you're actually spending actual money on it. This is the hall that I had to build, and then the hall over there, the one I was trying to explain, was the one that I had to build after this. And the reason I built these was, I'm just going to skip through here real quick, so that way I could build this. The reason I wanted to build this is because it actually has 6 doors, which was really good for research rooms. But when I come back in here, I like this place because it had water. Basically, this was a room, it's just a open area that has 4 different doors. And you always want to put down a room when you're first starting off that has more than just 2 doors, because if it only has 2 doors, it's just a hallway. You have the door that you're coming out of, and then you have the door that you're going to be going through at the other end. If a door only has 1 exit, like this, it's a dead end. And if you have too many dead ends, it's not good, because then you can't actually expand your dojo. Well, while we're in here, this is the Chem Lab. Basically, one of the research rooms I was talking about. So if I come over here, we've already completed all the research. This is required to actually buy blueprints for the Detonite Injector, Yakuza, the medium team ammo research, ammo restore, the Ignis, Marlock, Grimlock, the medium team ammo restore times 10, which is basically the same as this, except whenever you build it, there's 10 of them. And the Ogress research. And to do research, all you have to do is actually start it, and then donate the resources and credits required for that item. And if I come over here to this room over here, this is the Bio Lab. It's basically similar to the other lab, except the other lab is for more Grenier weapons. This one is for corrupted weapons. Not corrupted, the infested. And this is basically where you get a lot more. You get the Mudgeon Mass, the Phage, the Torrid, basically these are just the same as the ammo, just for health. The Acrid, Dual Ecor, the Scoliac, Embolist, the Djinn, which I actually built Djinn. I haven't got him up that high, but he shoots poisonous darts, which is really cool, and it has like a pretty good fire rate on him. And then there's the Synapse. I don't have a lot of these things because of the fact that I keep spending my credits on the actual research, and I've been doing a lot of transmutation to try and get better mods. So I've explained this room. It's just an open area that was needed to build the others. And then in here, oh, I'm going back where I came from, I just realized. So over here, this is the one that I talked about. It has the 6 doors, 2 on each side, and then 1 at the front, 1 at the back. This I built. It is the clan vault. Basically, you can contribute your credits to the clan vault. So that way, if I'm doing research and I don't have enough credits, but there's credits in the vault, it'll always pull credits from the vault before it actually pulls from your personal funds, which is good, because if you just donate like 1,000 here and there, before you know it, you have enough to where you don't have to worry. This is the trading post. If there was another person in here, I could show you. Basically, the trading post is just for trading with other players. I'm ranked 7, so that means I have 7 trades remaining. Trading is a good way to actually, if you have good parts, to actually earn platinum. You can basically sell people prime parts for platinum. I sold I think it was the Bratton Prime set without the blueprint for like 30 platinum, because I just wanted platinum quickly so I could just go ahead and research, rush something. This was another reactor that we needed, because I built this room and then I realized we can't build any other rooms because we are completely out of energy, which is when I then started noting the importance of having a lot of energy. And right across here is going to be just another reactor, because of the fact that I didn't want to run into the same problem later on. So it's just the same. Over here is the Tunnel Lab. The Tunnel Lab is good, nice, because it lets you research certain Warframes, which are pretty good. Banshee, I hear Banshee is good. I've never actually used them. There's one ability that Banshee does where it just like almost for like a split second creates a filter, like an image filtering thing, and it looks really cool. I think it's really cool. You also can get Zephyr, which is the Wind Warframe. She's basically like a bird. And then there's Volt, which is the electric one. You can get the Castanas, the Askelettos. Then you just get all the parts for them. And over here is the Nami Skyla. I'm probably pronouncing these horribly wrong, but that's okay because I'm the best. There's the Nikana research. Oh, if you actually look in the corner, Dark Sector Voodoo is attacking someone. That means that, let me just open up chat. What that means is that the Voodoo clan or alliance is attacking the Warlord High Council, which means that the Warlord High Council owns this territory, and they want this territory, so they are attacking them right now, and players will actually be able to help either side that they want, and the alliances and clans can pay you for helping them. So back into here, the last thing I didn't talk about was the Attica. I'm gonna say it's the Attica. It was added during update 13, I believe. I really like it because it looks really cool, and I want it, but I don't want to have to do the work to build it. So now over here, this is the last research lab that we actually have, and it's I think it's the energy lab. Yeah, the energy lab. This is more for corpus items. So you have the field on sample, the dual cestra. These are all the same. These are for energy. These are all the same as the health and ammo pack, and these ones are for shield. You have the Bravo research, Supra, the Dira, the Amprex, Amprex, Spectra, the Flux rifle, and over here actually I haven't yet been actually contributed everything we needed, so I'll do that now so you can see. Basically it brings us up, since we have no money in the vault, when I go to add everything that's needed, it will pull it directly from my private funds instead of the vault. Same for field on. For field on samples, we don't have any in the vault, so it's pulling it for me directly. And circuits, the nano spores, and polymer bundles. I'm going to contribute all of this, which is going to then start the research. It takes 3 days for research to happen. You cannot rush it with platinum, which stinks. Especially if you're like going for, like if I was going for Helios and we just built the room, I would have to build this, and then I'd have to basically work my way along, because there are prerequisites that are needed to build some of the things. For like this, for like the Helios, it requires the Lanka research. Now let me just go find that. It's this. We've already completed it, so I can't go back and tell you what we needed for that. But basically, we might have probably needed like this, and then this, and this, and then this, then this. It's just a chain where you have to follow in order to get the good items in the end. Open up the big map again. This room I made relatively recently. I built it because I was under the impression that the statue in the center would be of the best person in the clan. I was wrong. So I have a Loki now, but that's because I built a Loki, I got him to rank 30, and then I used a Forma. That's why he's now back at level 4. But now that it is a Loki, I can then say that it's me, and I'm the best in the clan. So if I just go ahead and go this direction, it's the observatory. I really like this room because the scenery, it looks really good. When I first built it, I was in a call with Sean and Bax, and I felt really bad for Bax because he actually couldn't see any of the scenery. It wasn't until I was screen sharing with him on Skype that he actually noticed that there is a background, and then he couldn't fix it, but then eventually I think he worked it out. I don't know what was wrong though. But I just really like it. It's, for me, it reminds me a lot of Skyrim with the scenery at night in Skyrim when you're looking up at the sky and you have like the aurora lights. It's just really pretty. So you just like kneel at these and just like randomly stare off into it. That's more if you, I think if you're into RP or you're just gonna go AFK, you want to go AFK in style. And here's just a replication of basically a model of the solar system, not to scale, not built to scale. I'm going to show you that. And there's 2 last rooms, if not including this, because I don't count this as an actual room. This is just an elevator room. I built an elevator because I wanted this upstairs to be more of a fun room, but I hadn't been on Warframe in a while, and then I get a message from back saying, hey, I built the barracks, and I'm just like, why? We didn't need it. We don't have nearly enough people for it to be of any relevance. So we now just randomly have a shadow barracks here. This other room is just a big open area. It's nice. I think this is the final like hall that you build. Like it's basically the biggest. I mean, I like it. I'm sorry that there's no decorations in here whatsoever. We're just more focused on actually getting all the rooms built, and then I'll go through and I'll try and make everything look pretty. I'll try and beautify everything. Well, and that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and maybe even leave some comments giving me suggestions on how I can actually improve the dojo. Well, I'll see you guys next time.